Today I just want to talking about the what is and $1 million rich and what is nationality. Probably and U.S. people think their nationality is a U.S. citizen. Probably the Africa think and their nationality is the something like Cambodia and Southern Africa, something like and Somalia, the kind of the thing. But probably the nationality and minority people, white people and black people, yellow people, there must be and calculated by some of the and economic side bill. And who give you the money? Who give you the money is the matter. And who give you the and clean water? Who give you the and great some of the and great and clothes? And who give you the and detergent and liquid? Who give you the and clean and environment? All of those issue is probably and you and becoming the richest and the best knowing the point how I becoming the rich. Probably the $1 million rich. Everybody think the $1 million rich. Only the and the chosen people, the American talent, big talent, and something like U.S. and who and American big talent. Only the 1 year, one people can becoming the $1 million rich. In general, people side view. But even if the $1 million rich, the only and people out of the money and just and put the and some of the lot there, some of the and the lucky, some of the lucky things. But out of those is the just some of the even if the who and chosen by the lottery and the lucky some of the game, the people's and the assets will be announced all of the entire world. Also, the lottery company will apparently give you the $1 million and to you, but behind the side they are thinking how and using this and the $1 million rich, the lottery company will earn the $10 billion from the other people's. This is zero sum game. If lucky people will be and chosen by the $1 million, but another thousand people will be lose the and $100 billion, something like that. Also, the biggest winner, the lucky company, lotto company, is the biggest winner. And the even if the who and yeah, I got the and $1 million from the and this lucky company, but you will and pull up some of the and $2 million from the company, because the lottery company, the lucky some of the and the gambling something like this kind of the company, they will, if you give you the $1, they will and pull back and $2 from you. This is and the Joel is coming, the Satan churches and the formula. If Satan church and give you the 100 and per month, in the future they will and pull back the $300 1 month and also the $500 and 1 month. They probably and not directly and request you giving money and $300, $500. The Yanbian University of Science and Technology, the Mr. Kim Jin-kyung, who is an LDP's and member, he already mentioned that And our college, our university is equal to the and Tsinghua University in China. Probably he is correct. The Tsinghua University also and killing the Chinese people and the university, Tsinghua University. I think he is very and true person, and he definitely out and the world is true. Probably the Yanbian University of Science and Technology, the knowledge side view and definitely equal to the Tsinghua University and the professor. But the university and just say that, and all and the universities and the biggest and the benefit is the and the lunch fee, and something like the closest and the general Yanbian University, and the one time and the one meal the and 10 RMB. But the Yanbian University of Science and Technology, the one meals and the one time is just and 3 RMB. So apparently and a lot of people and thinking, and the Yanbian and the university is and overcharged and people, because the Yanbian University and just gathering the some of the one time and 10 RMB the lunch, but the used and only the and gathering the 3 RMB from the and the student in this side view. Something like Yanbian citizen, something like the U.S. citizen, Chinese citizen were thinking, our citizens and students to protect probably and used not and Yanbian University. So the Yanbian University, the used and apparently gathering the one time one meal 3 RMB. But behind the 3 RMB, what the gathering the money? They using some of the tuition, because and half years they were gathering the 1 years and students and something like education fee. If the Yanbian University is and 3,000 RMB 1 year, but the used and gathering the 8,000 1 year, so 2.3 times more than Yanbian University. This is number one. Number two, the Yanbian University of Science and Technology, and all of the education just and combined with the and God. And the used and apparently and gathering the international Christian international organization building the youth. So apparently the university is God built the Yanbian University of Science and Technology. And you and I don't know, and you know in the Yanbians the Trump and red 10, and the red 10 means the and red 10 means the and the red church and the Korean church we call the red 10. So the red 10 can defeat any of the and the pokers and the character, something like 4 2. Also 4S out of this will be defeated by the red 10, and the red 10 probably the U.S. and domestic and Joe Biden's and parties, they are the red 10. They using some of the Christian thought spread the and God will blessing some of the and God will and blessing the United States, God will and blessing the and black people, and God will blessing the child, something like that kind of the nonsense and theory. Why nonsense? And if and God and blessing some people, why the and people stay in some of the and jerk and self-harm and self-kills and the situation? And if God and blessing the people, why the and the people and under attack by the and the Gongan in United States or Gongan in China, and why the people will suffer some of the Satan churches and the youth groups church and gathering. They using some of the Christian the church groups and wash out the humans and the brain doubts. If and what is the wash out? Wash out means and your brain completely and control some of the Satan church's doubts. This is wash out. Something like that. And I am very sick, but God, I can do not think. I just waiting for a moment. God will something creating miracle, something like that. But nothing happened. Nothing happened because the natural science view, and if you do nothing and any movements, and the nothing happening around you, and so something like and Joel and a lot of the youth church say that God bless you, God bless you. Who is God? Who is God? And blessing what? Blessing what? And U.S. is and protected by God. Why U.S. and protected by God? The U.S. is a lot of the jerk people, something like and Joe Biden and Tang Nade, a lot of the police official, a lot of the water temple company Apple, and water temple company the Nvidia. Out of those companies is the something like church, and they are Satan churches member. So the Joe Biden and the teacher say the U.S. blessed by the God. They are the just humiliated God. And if U.S. from view of the China selection, the Communist Party and even if do not appear the Communist Party and the high class peoples and detailed information against the Chinese citizen, they will inner side and they will choose some of the great men during the Communist Party and choose some of the Xi Jinping Laola and Hu Jintao and Wen Jiabao, also the Zhang Gaoli and the Moriyama, also the Kim Jong-il, all of those and the key member from the something like the Wang Huning, he is murdered, and all of those and the people Chinese even knowing any information against him, because even if their education and the background is no one knows and the Wang Huning's education and the review. Also, who is Wang Huning? Who is the Hu Jintao? Who is the Tang Nade? Everybody, I don't know. Nobody knows the Tang Nade. Who is Tang Nade? But I know in the Apple, I know in the Nvidia, I know in the Samsung, I know in the LG, I know in the Toyota, I know in the Honda, but I know in the Apple products, I know in the yes, I know in the AMD, and I know in the ATL, because all of those company and just making the product, through the product you can know in the this is what kind of the company, through the production product you can analyze and who is the charger of the company. Something like Apple, apparently very beautiful, and the screen is the Six Sigma levels beautiful, and the very the operating is very smooth. But the high-end iOS is just something like no any securities, and app viewer also the toilet and no background size, and if you sit on the toilet, the backside of the every and watcher, you can see your and the naked and body, because the the Apple, the iOS is the toilet. iOS is just toilet. And if you and sit down the toilet, and if you and the in front and the front camera, you will and using some of the and Face ID and Touch ID and can recognize your and identification. But the back side, the main IC, the M4 and the iOS 100% closed from the and surrounded any environment. So only the Apple developers knowing the hidden risks. In that reason, everybody knowing how to and how iOS is the security, how iOS is the stolen people's body. This is just one moment. And Joel said, Apple, we are the Apple. So we are the Apple. This is the just and some of the believer of the Apple. Do you believe Apple? I do not believe Apple. Do you believe Jesus? I don't believe Jesus. Do you believe God? I don't believe God. But Joel and say and we are the Apple of the God. So in that and one kind of slogan, the Apple becoming the U.S. and the church's biggest hitting the products, the Asian church's biggest hitting products, something like and the goodness people like and United States, European country, and the China, all of those citizens buying the Apple because they think Apple is beautiful, apparently beautiful, and something like beautiful. And the church always say, I am the apple of the God. Apple represents wisdom. So, in that reason, the Apple's product is just spread out of the world. But do you believe Apple? Something like Joel asked me, do you believe Apple? I don't believe Apple. Why I believe Apple? And Joel said, and Apple is the man of the, and Apple is the God. You are the Apple, son of God. You are the Apple is the wisdom and the symbol of the resurrection. So you must buy the apple. You must buy the apple. But I don't believe. Why? Why I don't believe? You know, the apples related out of the supplier related the water temple business. Number 2, Apple is just bounded out of the Apple self-produced something like Apple One. Also, what is Apple One? Sony Music, Sony Game, and Sony Movie, Sony Pictures. Out of those and business is Apple One. Also, and who is the Apple's products and the memory provider? Only the Micron and is out of the Apple supplier. And the Samsung and the SK Hynix is the Apple's biggest provider. But out of those people, from my investigation, Water Temple biggest partner and the Apple. So the Water Temple business, the Apple One. The key is the iOS. iOS is just toilet. Because the iOS and 100% closed, nobody can and reach the Apple iOS and coding and contents. Only the Apple engineer can reach the iOS software coding. But something like Android, something like Microsoft's Windows, and everybody can reach the and Microsoft and coding contents. You can reach the and Windows and C file, and you open the some of the C programmers and some of the something like file. In detail, every coding in the Microsoft Windows written by people's review and underling review. Also Android also the open system. Everybody and can reach the Android system and review the Androids and bugs and hidden risks. This is the theoretical Apple. The Microsoft's Windows and Google's Android is the theoretical Apple because they sharing information with us, and the Microsoft and sharing all of the and technology information with us. The Google sharing all of their companies and the coding contents with us. This is the theoretical Apple. This is theoretical and wisdom.